Hey everyone, this is Jordan from PictureMonk.com and welcome to a PictureMonk method video. These method videos, if you're a new subscriber, thank you for joining me in this YouTube channel. But if you're a new subscriber, the method videos are me editing my photos, just showing you the thought process that I do, and trying to go from one photo start to finish in just one quick video. And so this video is going to concentrate on a downtown scene of Wilmington, North Carolina. And this photo in particular is not going to be a standalone photo. It's going to go in a project that I'm working on, just a small collection of photos that are street photography, just combinations of urban scenes, city scenes, all that kind of stuff, street photography, all put into one collection. And so this is going to be one of the photos. And so just to make it look really, really cool and blend in with all the others, it's going to be a black and white photo. I know that going in. I knew that shooting the photo was going to be black and white. So I didn't really worry about all the colors in the photo, getting temperatures right and all that kind of stuff. I just mainly wanted the actual photo, and I was lucky enough to not have a very, very sunny day, so I got some cloud cover, which will help me at the end of editing this photo. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll show you kind of my process for it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is just go right down here. This is kind of what I do to all of my photos, is I'm just going to enable the profile corrections and also do my auto uprights just to make sure everything gets straight. And now I'm going to start with my basic color adjustments, and that's going to be easy because I just want it to be black and white. And so I know I want it to be a very high contrast photo. I know I want to bring out some really awesome detail in the photo, but I would normally start with the contrast, but I'm actually going to go ahead and start with the clarity, because that is going to be the ultimate effect that I want. And also, one thing I'm going to start off with, just to see what it does, is do some dehaze and see if that brings out some clarity as well. And it's looking pretty good. I like it. I am losing a little bit of detail in this side of the building here, but it just adds a little bit of character. So I'm going to keep that there. All right, so now I'm going to go do my contrast. I'm just going to work with this one right here. If I don't like the way this gives me some results here, I'm just going to go ahead and move down to the tone curve, which I think I'm going to keep it there. Shadows, I'm going to bring up the shadows just a touch. I'm going to bring down the highlights. Let's bring up the shadows a little bit more, see what it does. Okay, I like that the way. I kind of like the foreground here, but the sky I need to take care of. But I'm going to keep punching it up a little bit. So now I'm going to go to the tone curve. One of my favorite tone curve adjustments that I do to a lot of shots that are similar to this is kind of a small faded effect, not enough to where it takes out a lot of contrast, but it's just a very small effect. If I was going to take out a lot of contrast, it would be that. But I'm just going to keep it right around there. Not a huge change, but it actually does look pretty well. Now I'm going to go ahead and do some detail. I'm going to sharpen it to kind of my normal sharpening here. I'm going to do about an 86, 85, somewhere around there. Radius 105. Check the sharpness here. Look around. All right, everything looks good. Okay, so now one thing I want to do to the sky is I want to actually do a gradient filter here. I want to bring that down, and I want to decrease the exposure because I want to darken just the top portion of it. I know a lot of people don't like this look, but I really do, and it's my photo, so I'm going to do this. But yeah, I like this look here. So probably right around there. And as I'm looking at the photo, I do feel it needs a little more contrast, so let me bump that up. Okay, so I like the way that looks. Let's take the whites up a little bit. There we go. That's a lot better. So now one last thing. This is kind of the basic edit that I wanted. One last thing I want to do is just see what it looks like brightening up this side of the building. I don't mind the darkness over here just because it creates a really good dynamic effect. But now I'm just going to get my brush and take my exposure up just a little bit, change the size of the brush here, and just paint over and see if it looks any better. Okay, so now let's brighten it up. It looks okay now, so let's brighten it up and see what it looks like. So I think I'm okay with that. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. I like the way that looks. And now let me do one more change here, and that is going to be a vignette. I want to see if I put a vignette on it, how well it looks. Okay, so I do have a small vignette on it. It works really well. It kind of rounds out that straight line from the gradient filter here. So I like the way that looks. I think that's going to be my final edit. Let me do one more adjustment here just to see if I'm doing the right thing. Messing with the exposure here. and that is it. I think I really like that photo. So that is basically what the method series is all about right there. Just editing a photo. You hear me talk about it. You see my process on editing these photos. And if you learned something, great. If you didn't, maybe next time you'll learn something. So this is Jordan from PictureMonk.com. Thank you for joining me in the method series, and I will see you in the next video.